different.
Yeah.
I golf.
That's Tiger Woods.
I feel
No,
like I
I'm
would
kidding. I've
enjoy
never gone golfing. I
actually.
lied.
Wait, what?
I feel like I would actually enjoy golfing. I need
Golfing's
to get
pretty
I need to
fun.
get like a good base swing down, and then it'll be fun for me.
I could teach you
I feel like
guys.
I've
I know
done
how to
enough
golf.
putt-putt that I want to try golf. I also want to try fishing.
We could do it. I have a
Jacob,
I have a set of clubs. They're kinda
Jacob
shitty,
invited me
but they're
fishing.
doable. Really?
at some point, yeah, because he has like a boating license and a boat.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
dude, and he fucking cheated to get his shit. His shit.
Hey, yo.
We're not gonna. They don't know who it is.
Yeah.
We're not doxing him. We haven't given away. His
I wouldn't give
full
away
name.
his real name,
I mean, to
Dylan
be fair-
Trainer.
Dylan Trainer. It's a made-up person.
Just a random dude. Robert Schmidt.
Robert Schmitty.
You ever see those like the AI generators that just take a bunch of people's natural attributes in their face and they just form new people out of them, like
Yeah.
never before seen people?
Yeah. Dude, that shit is insane. Have you guys seen like the AI art that they make? Like, they just like type
Oh,
in
yeah.
some keywords or
I want to
whatever.
use one of those for an album cover. I think
You
that
should.
would.
It would look sick.
I think that would be a good idea.
There-
Also, I don't know if they're copyrighted in some way or like the.
I don't know. I see them
Like the
posted on
images
Twitter all the
projected
time.
from it?
I'm pretty sure they're like a lot of them are open source. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so, like,
I would
you can-
assume they're open source because they're just
Yeah.
generated from someone else's project. But
Yeah.
that's where I think the discrepancy might come in because if someone else is making this AI actually work, they might be like, "Will you use my tool to get this image?"
Yeah, yeah. If one got super popular, I don't know. I mean, like, I think though,
Just
like
buy the rights to the AI.
the fact of it being open
The
source,
buyer
I think,
AI.
like means that they can't do anything though. You know what I mean? Like if
Yeah.
you
I'd
like
have to really
Linux
make sure it's open
or
source.
like Android, you know what I mean? Like they make like Samsung builds like an OS off of like the original Google OS, and like you know they don't get charged money to do that. You know what I mean? Like that's just they just can do that because it's an open source technology, and so they can profit off of it. You know?
Yeah, that's true. I just have to make sure it would be open source in that
Yeah.
case.
Yeah.
Because I've seen a lot of other things like it. Like Google Deep Dream kind of does something
Yeah.
similar, where it like takes shapes and faces of like animals and tries to comprehend.
Dude, those are disgusting.
they look it looks a lot like an acid trip,
It really does.
but like
yeah.
a really strong one. Where
Yeah.
You're like, I'm seeing
You're like,
faces in
yeah,
the sky.
The walls are talking to me right now.
Thank God I'm back in the flesh pit.
The walls are made of meat right now. What's going on?
Do you guys see that Discord shit about the flesh tent that one of them had, or the
Oh,
ideas for a
yeah,
flesh
I
tent?
saw that.
What?
I think it was Leah that posted it. It was in the big Discord that we were talking about
Oh,
the
yeah,
other
yeah.
night. And it was like later on after, and it was just such a disgusting picture. I don't know.
The flesh tent? What is it?
Yeah.
Describe it to me.
It's an SCP.
Oh,
Is it really?
he was
No,
he was
I
talking
would completely believe that.
originally. It wasn't Leah who did it. I don't remember
okay.
what their name was, but he was just describing his idea for it's just like take all like the actual we'll create a hell on earth essentially where it's like these people who are just not my idea by the way, I'm just describing what his was.
From the sick, twisted mind of a Discord user.
But yeah, this is a real excerpt found online in the Discord.
Number 15. Flesh
The
tent.
flesh tent. The first thing you see when you walk into the tent is I don't know, like
Flesh.
a story time, meat canyons and people screaming. But no, he just Markiplier sucking milk from every bone in the room.
Camping in the flesh tent.
The milkman's being shy.
Come here, you little cow.
Give me your jewel. Give me your jewel right now.
Give me your calcium.
This is the
deep in
No
your
Thought
bones.
Podcast. My name is Zane.
Oh yeah. Hey, what's up?
I'm
I'm Alex. Whoa. I'm Alex.
Anthony, I said.
I said I'm Alex.
We're saying the same thing.
We could be someone else every podcast.
Oh,
no
yeah,
one will know a name to a face.
True.
Who cares?
Yeah.
The full Nick break.
We're the podcast, okay?
Yeah, it doesn't matter who's who.
We're
just
collective.
talking heads.
We're collective brain.
Collectively, our heads are empty, but together, we are one cell.
Like the fucking
I'm a one.
the collective consciousness.
Yeah, pretty
kinda
much.
deal. I always really like to believe that, but it also makes me feel weird. It makes me feel more connected to more people, which I think is a good thing.
I don't
but it
like how
makes-
deep that connection is, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you're like I'm connected to you, not in like a friendship bond, but like a soul bond.
Soul bond.
When you die and I die, we will both think the same thing.
I will know everything that you know.
And everything that you thought and
We will have
think.
collectively jacked off to a lot of things.
I've seen all the hentai you've seen.
Oh, thank God.
There's no
God.
judgment in death.
I
We've
saw
all
yours,
seen
so
it.
we're good. We're good. Woo!
It's kind of crazy to think about though, because we're just one being floating through the fourth dimension, gathering knowledge. In
We're just
each
like
It is
the
neat.
universe
It
experiencing
is neat. We're just
itself.
like a spatial mist.
I would consider us
Like a
when I picture this
We're
being.
a spatial nut.
one big globe-trotting, universe-plotting nut.
Spraying onto the
Oh my
canvas
God.
of
The
life.
cosmic seams of the
Every
world
supernova
run
is
white
just an
with our
orgasm.
Dude, you've seen those cosmic webs, bro? That's
It's just the cosmic goo.
It's
You
the
guys,
strands.
do you guys know about the the Great Attractor?
The Great Attractor.
It's like an anomaly in space. The superstructure that we're a part of, Laniakea, it like the other
It's called
side.
leukemia.
Laniakea. It's like Hawaiian for unreachable heaven or some shit like that.
Oh.
Ohana.
Because it like
means
the
family.
superstructure was. Yeah,
Just wanted to point that out, okay?
we're gonna get sued by Disney now.
Nah.
They own the
They own
language.
Hawaii.
They own space.
Dude, fuck. Wait, so what is it? I'm sorry.
So the it kind of comes from the problem that like a modern day astronomy problem is like you can't see past the Milky Way or the other side of the Milky Way. We can only see away from the center of it because it's so fucking bright.
Oh, right.
And
Okay.
it's expanding faster than light away from us as well.
Well, it's well, the Milky Way isn't, but like other stars are. Even though it's not really, we're far enough away that it doesn't really make a difference too much until it starts accelerating to the point where it's just unreachable. But I forget how they do it. I think it's infrared light.
I think I learned that in a Kurzgesagt video.
Yeah, probably.
Shout out
Kyrgyzstan,
Kurzgesagt.
Yeah.
They're such a great channel.
Yeah.
Just watching.
So there's something in like the other side of the Milky Way. Do you guys know like what a supercluster is? Or like
Yes.
our
Yeah.
local group?
Mm.
So like in our supercluster, there is like a there's like a star or like something out there that's pulling more galaxies like on a galactic scale. You know like the supermassive black holes in the middle of a lot of other galaxies, and that's just what holds them together. There's something that's holding galaxies together on the other
Yeah.
side of something that we can't see. It's like an anomaly, and that's just what we were talking about earlier. That reminded me of it.
Oh, interesting.
So it's like, the fuck's going
It's
on
just
over
an
there?
even bigger black hole, bro.
Did you ever watch that? Yeah. What if like our galaxies was swallowed by a black hole, and it's not like we're being like shit's being pushed out. It's just that we're being torn apart as we just travel farther and further to the fucking center. I don't know.
That might be true. Well, yeah, because that's like the whole cosmic web is just the Hubble flow of like galaxies moving a certain direction, but then there's like this great attractor that's
We're
like
all
how is
falling
this-
in a black hole, dog.
I don't
Infinitely
think we're
deep.
I don't think we are affected by it.
I was gonna say, do you really even fall in the black hole? I thought you just get like
you just
you'll
get pulled
shredded.
You'll get pulled towards the center until you're like just like mass, and
Well, 'cause I
it
thought
just
it's,
depends
like-
on the diameter and size of the black hole itself. Because you can go into a black hole, you'll be spaghettified, but like you'll still. It just depends on entirely on the size
Yeah.
of the black hole.
So I was
essentially.
gonna say like I feel like we'd get like
A
ripped
tiny one
apart
we would get
before-
shredded, but
yeah.
like
Oh,
a black
because
hole that
you're-
would be the size of the fucking everything beyond space.
starts to distort time and shit.
Like beyond where things exist, I imagine that's we would be inside the black hole. Like that's
Dude.
that's just like some crazy pot shot theory. Though. I'm just
it's
throwing
crazy
that,
that we actually have like a picture of a black hole now. Like
Yeah.
even though
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like blurry as fuck and
Yeah.
it looks like shit.
All
like,
you need is the shape, because you're not
Yeah.
gonna be able to see like defined edges
Yeah,
anyways because
exactly.
of how bright it is.
Yeah.
Not to mention fucking that
And how much movement is happening too.
Yeah.
the way that movie Interstellar fucking
Oh
depicted
yeah,
a black
it's
hole.
so awesome.
It's just like they fed it math and it just generated that.
Yeah, well,
It's
they
fucking
talked
crazy.
to a bunch of physicists about it too.
Yeah,
like about like
yeah.
what would
They
the
just fed
visual
them code,
representation
and they
about
just
it.
turned
Oh,
into
really?
they turned into like that's all
Oh, like a
computer generated. Yeah,
simulation.
just
Oh, okay, it's sick.
they
It's so
figured out
good.
all the math, and they just had a computer generate it. Like it was huge,
The
or at
The
least
en-
what they thought the math would be.
Interstellar is like a really good movie, for the most part. The ending is like
Yeah,
really confusing.
it's just so dumb.
Yeah. like
Like they're
I
trying
think
to, they're trying.
I think it's
'cause-
supposed to be like a metaphor. Like he's not actually like in the bookshelf.
Yeah, not.
Spoiler
It's like
alert.
to.
I've never seen it, so that was
Oh,
a
yeah.
completely new sentence for me.
Okay.
They're
well.
like trying to trivialize what goes on after like you're supposed to enter a black hole, because that's like such high level concepts that it's so hard to turn that into a movie that makes sense. So I can respect that they didn't want to go and follow through with the science route, because the science route is fucking
There is no science route.
crazy. Yeah,
basically.
it's insane. So I don't
And
blame
it
them
probably
for
makes
taking
for
it
a
where
more
they did.
entertaining movie. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, like it wasn't. I wouldn't. I don't know. It just was confusing.
I feel like they could have wrote something better,
Yeah.
but I don't mind that they did that.
You should see Interstellar though. It's a good movie.
I haven't
want to.
actually seen it.
You haven't seen
No,
it?
I've
What the
just-
fuck?
Yeah, Interstellar's
What the fuck are you
great.
talking about?
I've seen all like the research and stuff that went on with Interstellar, because I wanted to see Interstellar and then I just never have.
Did you see the ending of it?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
I
You just
did. I
watched
did
it.
accidentally leak the ending to myself, and I don't like it.
We should watch the movie as a whole though. I haven't seen it in a while, so I'd be down.
I'd be down. Yeah, get a movie night.
Yeah, for sure.
Isn't it like super
Bring your
trippy?
date. We can all have a triple date.
Sure. Wait,
and then
fuck.
then orgy.
What'd you say?
I completely forgot what I just said.
Something about Interstellar? Or
Something about an orgy.
I actually don't remember.
movie night?
Give me that.
I was talking about the math and the research.
I don't remember what I was talking about. I
Alright.
literally like I said something and then I focused in what you were saying and it's just completely gone.
Oh, I hate those moments.
It's
It
just
happens.
short-term memory loss.
Yeah.
I
The
like
weed brain.
You'll remember in like 48 hours. Calling it 43.
oh a record.
I'm setting a prediction right here.
You wake up in the middle of the night. Oh my god, the topic.
Yeah, I
Fuck,
dream
it was
about
so
it.
good.
I'm literally gonna like I can just stop the recording, look back at it, and then restart it, but I don't really want to.
Yeah, no. It's
So that topic is just gonna get
it's lost in
launched.
the ether. Yeah.
It wasn't even interesting. The thing I do remember is the fact that it wasn't going to go anywhere. It was literally just a question. But the question that I do remember is how well do you guys think you remember stuff in general? Long term specifically. I guess.
Long term specifically, dog shit, like awful. Like long term memory, my memory only stretches back about a week.
I think it depends on certain things. Like when I'm high, my memory is trash. But when I am sober, I think I do have a pretty good memory. But it's just like what's it called? I generally am like scrambled, like my thoughts are scrambled, or like
ADHD brain.
yeah, I like I'll get distracted very easily, and then my thoughts just tangentially fucking shoot off some random place, and then I just lose where I was before.
I
You
feel
know what
like
I mean?
I'm the opposite of Alex.
Oh,
Like I
and
have a better long-term memory, but I
Really?
have kind of a short-term memory. Case in point, what happened 2 minutes ago.
all
There you
my
go.
all of my like memory is just like hyper specific. Like any long term memory
It's
that I have.
proprietary.
It really it's just like I will remember like some weird argument that I had about like I don't know. We have plenty of dumb fuck arguments, but like
True.
I can remember some shit like that if it's brought up in conversation. But like think of it on my own, it's just I can't do long term memory at all.
You probably need a lot of like triggers. You need to be able to be like, oh, that reminds me to a
Yeah.
lot of things.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's how I generally remember a lot of stuff. I can't just will it into existence. Because
Yeah.
how do you just make yourself remember something?
Yeah,
you know?
because like you're probably not actively thinking about like a random fucking meme
Oh, yeah.
until you see your friends, and then it reminds you, oh my god, remember that fucking argument we had about Dr Pepper and root beer?
Oh my god,
Dude.
yeah.
Okay.
That was good. That was good though.
we need to discuss that.
Oh yeah, okay. You did say save it for the podcast. So
I
when
want you
explain
to
your
explain
put on a
yourself.
chopping block. My god.
Explain yourself right now.
Wait, did I turn my mic off?
No, you're good.
I
All
know,
right.
but like at any point during the thing.
Maybe. I mean,
Whatever.
I checked it like not too long
Mountain
ago.
Dew man. Dr. Root
Dr.
Beer.
Dew, man.
Look, okay. I said that Dr. Pepper and root beer have similar flavors. Okay,
I'm
this
shaking
does
my
not mean
head.
that they taste the same, but that they're.
His initial point was that they tasted nothing alike. By the way, should just mention this at the
Wait,
time of it
my
being.
initial point?
Yeah.
No,
Initially, when you brought it up, you're like, they taste they taste the same.
Yeah.
Were
well,
your words.
Okay. Well, first of all, I was being hyperbolic. Okay.
Okay.
Because like I think like if you're
That's fair.
First of all, I like Dr. Pepper and root beer. So like I feel personally like if you're like, ooh, I don't want Dr. Pepper, ooh, I don't want root beer. It's like they're the fucking same. Okay. They basically taste very similar. I don't think that you should be so fucking like, ooh, I can't drink Dr. Pepper. Fuck Dr. Pepper.
The
Or root
cherry
beer,
is
or
the
whatever.
distinguishing part of Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, okay, yeah, we can talk about the different flavor profiles. Okay, one is more licorice based, the
But
root
one's
beer, and
so
one's more
much-
cherry based.
It's
Wait,
such a
wait.
defined taste that you cannot mix it up.
Wait, is that what root beer is made out of?
It,
What?
licorice
it has
No.
like a liquor. That's what
It's called root beer.
It's not.
I mean,
what,
I
is it
have
not
no.
roots?
It's like root.
I
Yeah,
know,
I
but
don't
it
know
is
what that
like-
is.
It's
It's like I forget what Anaya called it. It's some like AN word.
look at all.
It's
got the
but it's like
computer.
it's the licorice flavor.
What is
on
it?
my
What-
phone.
Oh yeah, true.
Like what is root beer made out of?
Look up licorice flavoring.
Just say look
licorice.
up root
Wait,
beer
but is
root.
it licorice flavored like root beer?
It's not like licorice flavored, but like the type of the thing that flavors licorice they use to flavor root beer.
I typed liverish flavor.
Licorice flavor. George said that he was throwing me a bone because he said that Dr. Pepper's more cherry
Sassafras.
and Dr. Pepper's more cherry and root beer is like more vanilla-esque flavor.
I
so
can attest to that.
So he said maybe I had Dr. Pepper vanilla, and that's what I thought tasted like root beer.
Dr. Pepper vanilla would go hard.
Apparently it
It's
does.
just root beer, probably.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. But look, they do taste pretty similar. I'm going to stand by that.
No,
I'll
I'll give you that they taste pretty similar, but I could never mistake those flavors.
If you're talking about the
That's
grand
fine.
scheme of all,
gonna, like,
it
slip me
depends
root
on what
beer
your
one
scope
day?
is. Because if you're being surgical with it within like the whole grand scheme of literally everything that you could taste ever, yeah, they're pretty similar. I mean, it's like a more bittersweet kind of pop. But in terms of the flavor profiles of each individual soft soda or soft drink, it's like, look at the whole spectrum that you have. I would say something like Fanta is on the obviously very sweet side.
Look at the whole spectrum that you're on right now. What are you thinking?
What are you on the pop spectrum? I feel like I'm more of a squirt.
I'm more of a squirt.
You look like one too.
You look like a squirt.
Whoa,
Look at
dude,
this
chill.
squirt.
We
What is
need to
being
do
a squirt?
We need a.
You're a little squirt.
Stop.
It's like when you tell your nephew,
Yeah.
you squirt bitch, you fucking ass. We need to do a social experiment when we go out on the street.
Call
no
people
thought on-
kiddo and squirt.
Anyway, see which uncle term is the most offensive to people. I
A
feel like it
null
is
thought
squirt, though.
experiment.
Yeah,
dude.
a null thought experiment.
That's gonna be all of our live blogs.
It
Null
works-
thought experiment.
It works so well.
It works too well that I don't want to become a fucking prank channel.
It doesn't have to be pranks, dude.
No,
That's
we're
what-
literally
what a
just a
social
bunch.
experiment.
Dude,
No,
when
no,
we have to
just-
write our dissertations and shit and do like a bunch of stuff, we can do a whole bunch of social experiments and stuff.
We're not psychology
It's
majors.
fine. I'll
I'm
just
a
go
math
back to
one, though.
go back
I
to
can use
school.
it.
Yeah, you can use that for like
Just measure shit.
statistics.
But like I think what is like what we could do is just interview people like you know the dude no all gas no brakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like shit like that. You know what I mean? I think that could be fun.
That would be neat.
That
We'd
would
have
be-
to like
that'd be-
research
I would-
and prepare for that.
I would
too.
not
Yeah.
be able to not cringe IRL. Like people would say some shit, and I'll be
well,
like,
then you could be a
"Yuck."
cameraman. You could be the cameraman.
I'd like to be able to learn how to work a camera, but I don't
Yeah.
want to buy a good camera,
Yeah.
and I have no ideas of what to film or
Yeah.
take pictures of.
We can probably find a camera cheap. Regardless,
We'll
I
just
think
upgrade later down the line if we
yeah.
like it.
the what we got to do is settle this argument because I think
No, I honestly like I agree with you. Like they can't.
What?
You were
yeah, no,
you
no, I'm
can't
serious.
switch up.
The
'Cause
thing is,
I was just doing
I-
it for the sake of making an argument.
I hate this. I hate this because
Oh my God, you were
when we're
literally
in the-
molding
when we're in
over
the
it.
Big group setting, he's like yelling at me, like trying to join in on them. I'm the only
I'm just-
person standing on my hill talking about this shit.
I'm just
Speaking
there
the
for a good
goddamn
debate.
Truth, and then Alex comes in and fucking joins them like a coward.
I'm
Like
just there for a good
coward.
debate. You give good debates, and I like
But if
getting in
you-
arguments
you
with
could
you.
have debated it.
Yeah,
That's fair.
It would make
That's
more
fine.
sense to make a good
I
debate
like
from
that.
his side
That's okay.
because he was alone.
Well, yeah.
That's I'm
fair.
fine with being against everyone though. I don't care.
I'm just a Sigma like that.
Exactly. All right. I don't break under pressure.
I scream, cry.
I give up on my friends. I'm a real Sigma.
I get into the
He'll
field
never
position.
understand me at all. You know,
We won't understand each other. We don't know each other enough.
we're just Sigmas,
We're
but
two
on
Sigmas.
different sides. We don't get each other. We don't need to.
Inside you there are two wolves, the Alpha Sigma and the Beta Sigma.
Both of them don't understand shit.
We should have just not became friends. Period.
Damn, dude.
You want this?
I was gonna
No,
say we
no,
should
no.
have just not became friends in like early college, but only do the podcast. So it's like once every 2 weeks or so, we'll just get together and we're
Wait,
like,
like we meet as like business colleagues.
yeah. So we have
we
no idea
argue,
what
yeah.
each other do. So we get into arguments.
that would
way
be really
easier.
neat. I'll admit.
We could just
I feel like we have the personalities
Any-
to be okay with that too.
maybe I just like being friends with you guys too much. So fuck that.
you.
Fuck you.
Personally, I think what we could do is like when we're about to get into an argument, we're like, this one we could do on a podcast.
Just save
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, just
Okay,
save it.
yeah, that's fair. That's fair because we do
And
get
then-
into good
yeah.
arguments.
You know what? Yeah, this is becoming a debate channel now.
We only argue.
Dumb debates too.
I
You
hated
thought we were
doing
talking
it.
politics? We can, but no, we're talking about Dr. Rupee here.
I like talking about politics as like casual conversation, but doing it as a podcast topic, I kind of just feel weird about it.
Yeah,
because
me too.
I mean, I shit talk a lot of people who don't have my ideologies, which is like the basis for all political discussion.
Yeah.
And I don't mean it in like a way that it's like, fuck you, I hate you for your political beliefs.
yeah.
But I do understand that there's a lot of like,
I'd also rather not go through that experience of just like putting my political beliefs online and just getting shit for it, or like
Yeah.
I just don't want to
like,
be
I don't
known
wanna,
as like a.
I don't want to take a side publicly.
I mean, I think
That's
that's
fair.
okay. I
I
think it's to have like your own personality, and you know, if
Yeah.
we ever do get big on this channel or
Yeah.
whatever, it's like I think it's good to have opinions on stuff.
Oh, yeah,
because
of
your voice
course.
also matters just as much as everybody else.
I will
Yeah.
always uphold the rules of being a semi-decent person, at least to the public eye.
Yeah, I feel like we don't really talk about politics that often, but like if there is a political like topic
Event.
like or yeah, if there's
We don't really
if
talk
there's-
about politics. We
no.
talk about political events.
yeah, we
if
talk about like
anything.
events, and like I think it's like good to like contextualize stuff, you know what I mean, and like
Yeah,
talk about
that's
it
fair.
in like a broader context. Just
Yeah,
to
like
kind of like
stuff,
add some
the
context.
stuff we've already brought up, I'm 100% okay with. But like, if we ever like start off, it's like, yo, you want to talk about top politics for
Yeah.
like 2 hours? Just like, there's
We're
nothing
going
that's
commie.
happened. Epstein hasn't broken out or like resurrected from the grave. I don't want to take part of it.
Dude, that would be insane.
I also think it's just good discussion. Anyways, there's a lot of different viewpoints.
There's a lot
from
of
it.
shit
Yeah.
that goes on with it, and it's just interesting. It's just
Yeah.
good
It's-
to know.
It's always very complicated.
Yeah.
It's always
It
like
is very
you gotta look
complicated.
at literally everything, which is tough to do in like a podcast style because we don't have
Absolutely.
information.
It's
and
also
sources and
tough
shit
to
all the
stay
time.
politically informed without like being just knowledgeable about the event as it actually happened. That's like a hard
Yeah.
enough thing to do because
I-
there's enough bias in like basically any media form that you participate
Yeah.
in, where it's really hard unless you have to cross reference like your sources and
you-
stuff
you have to
and
use
find out like,
multiple.
well, this is just bullshit. That why the fuck they say that? That's clearly what you just have to make your own opinions. That's what
Yeah.
you should be doing.
I will say though that there are like for sure some very reputable like sources that like very rarely get things wrong, like AP, Reuters, and like
I can't
NPR.
attest for any of this.
I'm just saying like it, you know, if you ever like want to look up something, like if you're curious about stuff, like those are like sources that I would go to first and foremost personally.
Fair enough. Fair
But
enough.
like Like, yeah, it's just like because there's just so much that goes on. Like, it's hard to analyze. Like, if you haven't been paying attention previously, then like and then something happens and you're like interested and you're jumping in like for the first time. It's like hard to contextualize
Oh,
the
yeah,
history
very,
that's
very,
behind
very.
everything. You know.
Because a lot of that shit goes back to the Cold
it's-
War.
Well, yeah. Well, anything goes back to yeah. Are you referencing like Afghanistan right now?
Yeah,
Or-
but that actually came about in like World War One.
Yeah. Well, yeah. There was invasions in like what, like 1919 or some shit, and then 1989, and then
Actually, whenever it was
2001.
first colonized, basically.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know the history that much of Afghanistan. I just know that we funded the Taliban and shit. But like,
Good for us.
They
should-
split up after I
Yeah.
think it was either World War One or World War Two. They split up the colonies based off of basically nothing.
really.
What the fuck is it's the something Picot line.
I'm glad America knew exactly what they were doing back in the day.
Yeah. Well, we funded a lot of people, good and bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it was like
all
the
to
whole idea.
destabilize and
Yeah.
try and
It
clutch
was all
in.
the it was like us versus the Soviet Union. So like
Yeah.
we were trying to like solidify hegemonic power, and then they were the other like big power. So it's because they also funded a lot of really shitty people.
It was great. We just fought a lot of mock wars against
Yeah,
each other.
proxy
We,
wars,
we
yeah.
essentially just did fucking like paper trading against
dude.
each other.
With lives. Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I thinking of the Durin line? No.
The durian line?
yeah,
The line that smells like shit?
Durand. I thought it was like the Charles
Is it durians that
Picot
smell like
line or
shit?
something.
During?
Durians.
Durians?
Is that the fruit that smells like shit?
Oh.
Yeah, durians smell
They
like
do?
garbage. Don't they
Okay.
smell like rotting flesh?
I have no
Yeah,
idea. I need
I
to.
think I've heard that.
I need to smell a durian. Like I feel like I need to have that experience of such a shit object
Yeah.
in my life.
Dude.
I'm trying to find the Sykes-Picot line.
Oh, wait,
agreement,
yeah, I think I
but it's
remember
the
reading
line.
about that. Like in a Wikipedia.
It's like
fucking 3 years ago.
it's like a shit border basically.
Really?
Well,
And
any,
it was
any
just
colony
established
border.
like it was just established like
it was
haphazardly.
Like the line between North and South Korea.
I mean,
if
that's-
anything, like the fucking countries in Africa, like they just like built fucking borders randomly in
Yeah.
like Africa and shit, and
Yeah,
it led
that's
to a
fucked.
lot of really bad
We gotta-
conflicts.
we need to like just reshuffle countries.
We need to unify
It's-
the world.
Dude, single government would be epic. Or
Single
not
government would be corrupt, but epic.
Yeah, maybe not single government, but like another like international hierarchy that has some
We just need a
Like-
better UN.
better UN.
Yeah.
Because UN is like a after school club basically. It has nothing to do with. It's basically the countries coming together to go. Yeah, these people are fucked, and then continuing.
I mean, a lot of the countries in the UN, they have historically taken in like a lot of refugees, but they have also historically participated in like destabilization of like different countries and stuff.
We need
So it's
a
fucked.
We need
I don't know.
Swedish rule.
Swedish rule.
Just let Sweden have it all.
Yeah, they could do it. They could pull it off.
But then what about the 3 Nordic countries are gonna have a war? Because it's like, why
Sweden.
does Sweden get everything?
Because you guys will probably just take it
Finland
back
is
anyways.
pretty cool.
Finland is pretty cool.
They've got some good. They've got it going on.
They
They've
won't.
got it going on.
I need to visit any of those countries up there,
Yeah.
like to see the sights. I also
What
like
sites are
green,
even there?
Cold.
cold, but they're
Gray.
there's
gray.
like nice cold though.
Is it nice cold?
It looks nice cold.
I haven't
Maybe.
been there, and I haven't seen a lot of like the
I'm
Nordic
on-
countries.
yeah.
So I
I'm
can't
on
really...
Reddit and like Earth porn as a
Oh yeah, like they're like national parks.
Well,
and, like,
Earth porn
just-
is also not a good
getting seen.
place to, because it's going to be like, look at this beautiful waterfall in
Well, I
the
mean,
middle of
yeah.
a fucking dangerous jungle.
So, like I wouldn't mind. Like it's just like knowing that those sites exist there gives me enough hope about the place itself. Where it's like this is so radically different from the sites that I see every day. I need to visit this kind of environment. You know?
Yeah. It
can
makes
see
me
that.
realize that there's actually a lot of like usable space. I say that in a very corporate, I guess, mindset, but
Dude,
there's
we
just a
need
lot
more-
of very
we-
natural space still.
Yeah.
I imagine with your drive trip down Maine, like you'd be able to see a
Maine
lot
is
of the
actually
open.
very uninhabited.
Yeah,
Really?
I'd imagine.
Because a lot of it is forest. Like if you look on a map,
That's like
of,
Pennsylvania.
What's
Like
like the
Google
main
Maps?
city in Maine?
Portland Maine is pretty big. There's like 2 or 3 more cities that are like pretty average
What's like
size.
their capital city?
I don't know actually. I can look that up too. But a lot of it is like just pine forest. Like in Canada where you go, the further up you north you go, there's like less and less.
None of it.
Yeah. Well, that's just straight up
Yeah.
Arctic,
Yeah.
basically. It's tundra. But like below that, there's not a lot of people still.
It's
and
taiga.
there's just a lot. It's taiga. There's just
Know your
large
biomes.
pine forests.
Know your
Yeah.
biomes. This is Minecraft.
And
Did
that
the caves
extends into
update come out
Maine.
for Minecraft yet?
No.
No.
I'm playing with the experimental snapshot of it, and it's actually pretty
Whoa.
cool.
Oh, neat.
It's
The-
basically just the snapshots of the release. But
Oh.
it's just because of how much they added the mountains in it too, and it actually looks
neat.
really cool.
I've been playing Dimension Zero lately. I've made a lot of progress. For the first time in about 3 months, I've automated my farms.
Nice.
Like this is the start of my automation. I
Nerd.
also traveled to the rat dimension.
The rat dimension.
Yeah, it's called Ratlantis.
We're already in it, dude.
Yeah, we're already in it.
Welcome to Ratlantis.
The capital of Maine is Augusta.
Augusta.
I did not know that
Augusta
city existed.
Caesar.
It was completed in 1832. Yada yada yada.
Good for Maine.
Caesar today would have been named Augustine.
Who?
Yeah.
But yeah, what I was talking about earlier was that the Great Pine Forest of like Canada extends into. It's actually a pretty cool place because it's like where that Great Pine Forest and then the Appalachian Mountains meet. So there's like
Oh,
a
big.
couple like pretty big mountains,
Mhm.
but scattered out through like large plains. They're not necessarily valleys because they go pretty far.
Mhm.
Just because of how whittled the mountains are.
Right.
I need to see mountains in my lifetime. I
It's-
need to like go up a mountain.
We tried climbing a mountain. It was okay. I want to explain this to you. I think I already did when I came back, but
I believe so.
this expedition was pretty funny because we wanted to climb this mountain called Mount Chase. It's like one of the bigger mountains. It's not. It's only like I don't even know how high it actually is. I'm gonna look that up now too.
Here,
'Cause
I'll
I
look it
want
up for
to.
you.
I want to be accurate. Okay.
What is it called?
Mount Chase.
All right.
In Maine specifically, because there's probably a lot of Mount Chases. It's not Mount Katadid is like the big mountain there. Like it's snow topped. But Mount Chase is basically just like a large hill. You can definitely see it, and it's in the background, and it looks like a mountain. But for us who have like we're adepts. We've hiked before as well, so it's like it shouldn't be that big of a challenge. But what we didn't account for was the Maine wilderness, basically being completely different from where we live now.
In what way?
There's a lot more forest. Like it's way more dense than you think because a lot of the
It
pine
says that
trees
it's
there.
886 feet.
886.
It might be like in thousands. Probably not. I don't know. It
Not
just says
thou-
886 feet.
That might be from. That's definitely the mountain.
Yeah.
I thought it was bigger than that. I thought it was like
How tall is Everest? Isn't it like
it's probably like 15,000.
It might be because it's like measuring from sea level, and maybe Maine itself is like below sea level, you know?
Yeah,
And then the
it might
mountain
be.
goes up, you know?
Because Maine is pretty hilly, I'd say,
Mhm.
or it's like it's a mix.
Yeah.
But anyways, all you really need to know is that we're not mountain climbers. It was generally considered a mountain, and it was supposed to be an easy climb. But the Maine wilderness is so much different than here because here a lot of the like broadleaf trees are pretty they're pretty spread out. I mean, we see a lot of forests here where their trees are like 10, 20 feet apart. No, definitely more than that, probably like 20, 30. But there it's like literally 5 to 10 feet. There's another pine tree coming.
Right.
And all the branches down at the bottom of like the thicket they're all completely bare because no sun reaches down there.
oh shit?
So it's like dark.
Damn.
Damn.
Which means that there's a lot more bugs. It's
Yeah.
way hotter.
I am.
It's hotter since it's dark?
Yeah, well, the heat can't like rise up that well.
I feel like it'd be cooler.
That's one of the things that I need to do. Like I need to get some like military grade night vision, and just like if I ever go out like mountain climbing, some shit like that. You know,
But you won't be climbing at night.
I would.
I feel like that's
That's
harder.
like-
well, it might
It's
be.
also a bad. I think that's a bad choice.
It'll
I mean,
solve
maybe
the
if you have
problem that
night
we
vision.
come into later.
Oh shit.
But because of the way that the mountain is, when we started climbing, well, first of all, the place that we were staying at was basically a log cabin in the woods. It was by a really nice town, actually. I forget what the name of it is, but it's not like boonies. There's like it's basically, how can I describe this to you? It's not super well established, but they have all what they need. Like there's a nice
Right.
supermarket, there's like a haircut place, there's
It's
a
a small
graveyard.
town. And, yeah, it's a graveyard.
Small rural town with
It's
a
rural, but it's developed.
sheriff.
Basically.
Everyone knows each other.
Is
but
it is
there's
it the kind of place where they would have a sheriff? Like that?
I
That's
don't
like
know.
that's
I
how
don't-
large it would be, or
I actually don't know because it's probably right on the in between part where there was like a small police station or like a sheriff's office, basically.
It's probably just
Okay.
the mayor and his younger brothers. You know, they run the place.
Go shoot some
Yeah.
people.
Go find the
It was a nice little
criminals.
town. There's probably like 2,000-3,000 people in it.
I imagine
Oh,
it's hard to be a criminal in that town.
Maybe.
maybe.
Well, you could also just like come from a neighbor town.
That's fair.
I think there's also still a lot of crime that happens in those towns. Like, you know, Middle America is famous for fucking meth. You know. So,
Oh yeah, true, true.
Yeah, I wonder what goes on up north.
Yeah, dude.
More meth.
Yeah, probably more meth.
Actually, I think it's.
Probably or heroin.
I don't think it's super north. It's northeast. Whatever.
Yeah, once you hit the state lines, all meth is illegal, and it's now heroin that's legal.
They switch. So like coming off the roads from our log cabin, it was like maybe a 2-minute drive, and we stopped seeing other houses and cabins. And then when we get to it's like at the bottom of a hill where the trail starts, and it's not like it's a developed little parking lot where you're like, come climb the mountain. It's like a dirt path that leads into the trails. There's snowmobile signs
Really?
that are like, yeah, because I guess it's better to do it in the winter.
Yeah, maybe.
Because it gets super muddy, which we found. We went there when it was raining the first day.
Oh my god.
Or it was like off and on raining.
Yeah.
It was kind of a shit day to do it to begin with. but
Zane,
we
have you gone
wanted-
snowboarding before?
I have.
Okay.
Well, I ski, but I've gone snowboarding.
Do you want to
You're
come
more
with
of a
us
skier?
when we go? Are you still down to go snowboarding
When?
when winter
When
hits?
there's-
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Like
Yeah.
when winter comes, because like Anaya's really into snowboarding. I had a lot of fun when I first did it, and I want to do it again.
I had fun too. I was just fucking exhausted.
Yeah, you got to work up that. You have a whole
Yeah.
year to work up that stamina.
That was fucking.
Also, be prepared to get bruises.
my god. Yeah.
Yeah, I could not like move solidly for like a week after snowboarding the first time because I
It's
didn't
pretty
like
rough.
bother like listening to anyone's explanation because it's just like I can just apply physics to this shit and get it to work. And eventually I did, but God, was I swollen?
Your knees hurt.
My
after skiing and
my
shit.
one knee was like twice the size of my fucking calf. It was
Damn.
crazy. I
Um,
got beat up.
Oh yeah. Anyways, the fucking we started on this like dirt path. We started driving down it, and it got really muddy. There was like literal rocks jutting out of the ground. We had to like maneuver past it. So we got there. We realized that it like split off into 3 different only walkable paths, and we're like, all right, we're gonna have to come back tomorrow. And the next day, it was actually pretty nice. There was only like a couple clouds in the sky, but they were like the big puffy ones, so it was like a pretty scene. So we're like, yeah, today's probably a good day to do it. So we get down the dirt path again, and we get to the grass patch where it splits off and everything. So we start walking, and we didn't realize. Well, we were following like this mountain trail path. And we also were cross-referencing it with Google Maps because it had the trail on there.
Right.
But to get to the trail, it was like halfway up the mountain, and we were in the middle of the woods where
Oh,
Google
God.
Maps left us.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't know if we're able to even drive further because we see like rocks and like really short passages. There was like a bridge that's like definitely cannot hold a car
Yeah. Right.
up ahead, and we're like we probably should just walk this.
Yeah.
So we just start walking up a path, and it gets wider. So we're like, oh okay, maybe we could drive up here. But then it splits off into more paths, and we're like, oh fuck. And it's pretty muddy from the day before, so we're definitely going through it. But every once in a while, it'll like get dark, and like a cloud would pass over, and it would be like, why the weather would change so quick because of Mount Chase? Because
Yeah.
clouds would come over it just because of the way that the wind works over a mountain,
Mhm.
and it would just bring fat ass clouds. And since we're at the base of the mountain, we're gonna feel any rain that comes over.
Yeah.
So like every 15 minutes, it would be like Hard rain.
Really?
Perfectly fine
my
5 minutes
God.
later. Hot as fuck.
Oh no.
Because all the rain just starts evaporating immediately because it was like 82,
Oh,
83.
so it's like super humid.
Jesus.
Yeah, and it's like I
living in the jungle.
What
I
were you guys like
figured-
wearing?
I was wearing, we figured to begin with, which is another issue, that it was going to be much colder than it was. So we were bundled up, and I had like a sweatshirt on over a t-shirt, or over like a long sleeve t-shirt, over a shirt, and then I had.
Did you bring like a backpack or anything?
I did.
Yeah.
And I tied it. Oh yeah, this is a funny story too, because I saw a rain cloud coming, and I stopped to like, because it was getting warm again, and I took off my sweatshirt along with the shirt that I had underneath it, so it was just in a t-shirt, and I tied it around my book bag in a really shittily made fashion. So it was just the sleeves tied to the straps of my book bag.
Okay.
And so I looked up after just putting it back on my backpack, and I see like this black ass cloud coming over the mountain, and I was like, oh fuck, here we go. I was like, hey guys, rain again.
Yeah.
And I have to like, I literally tied it to my book bag, so I'm sitting there and like covered in mud. I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna get so wet in a second. I gotta get my jacket back.
Jesus.
We saw moose during that too, which was pretty ethereal.
Nice.
It's
You
pretty
guys
cool.
take a picture of the moose?
No, Sean literally was in front of us, and he's like, "Oh my god!" And he points towards the forest, and we see it's literally like it was in a movie, because I only see the moose turn and run away from me.
Oh damn.
It's
Oh, shit.
big,
Yeah.
and it was only a calf too.
That's
what?
good.
Fuck.
They're like twice the size of deer.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
They're massive.
Dude, there's this deer that lives like in my fucking backyard. And I've been saying like a lot, haven't I? God damn it.
I'm
Oh well.
saying basically a lie. That's fine.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
But I just said fuck.
Stop thinking about it.
Yeah,
Just
no,
tell
I'm
your
thinking
goddamn
too.
story.
Whatever. Okay. So there's just a deer that hangs out in my backyard, and it's just like it's people friendly for the most part, but we have like stare down contests every time I have to leave.
I've never met a friendly deer. I feel like all the deer that I see are angry. Or
Angry.
they
Yeah,
run
we
away.
just glare at each other. I don't
Yeah.
like sense hostility.
If anything,
but like,
yeah, I'd say they're paranoid. They're like, are they gonna fucking kill me? Hello? So
Thinking
they're
about-
they're like
thinking about
watching
it.
you. They're
Better-
watching.
if you're
your
listening to
move.
this deer, better fucking watch your back, okay? I
got
know how you
BB
deers
guns
get
at
it,
I got a
internet.
BB gun turret in my backyard.
Dude, you just reminded me. I need to set up turrets in my Minecraft world. I need like miniguns defending my base because it gets invaded every 5 nights.
Good job,
I think it's funny how
reminding him,
different of
Sam.
our Minecraft experiences are.
Yeah. Yeah, you're having fun. Like, wow, caves, new mountains. Whoa,
I would
crazy.
totally build my house here, and you're like, the demons are coming in 20 minutes. I need to prepare my infinite assembly of nukes.
Yeah, I need the flag turrets up quick. Run the nuclear generator.
I think I like both aspects of Minecraft evenly now after having played it.
After having been like brutally beaten for like a solid 3 months in this Minecraft world, I've come to appreciate the building aspect because it's just like the calm moments I have between like furiously working towards something. It's just like I have time to pretty up my house today.
Before the extraterrestrials come.
Yeah, I like building now. It's great. It's fun.
good.
We've showed each other our culture.
Yeah. You have to really go to the extreme of one side to appreciate the other, and it makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, I like the way mod packs work because as someone who doesn't know how much other content there can be in Minecraft and
Oh,
how much
yeah.
content mod packs actually add, I'll just be walking around exploring somewhere and it's like, what the fuck is this? And it's a mod I haven't seen before
yeah.
after having 2 months played.
I've visited like 6 different dimensions over the course of this mod pack so far, and I'd want to say that I'm only like 60% of the way through of like
It's
beating
fucked
the
up.
thing.
You've also played a lot though too, right?
I have played
Yeah,
a
you've
lot.
synced a lot of hours.
A lot of time into it. Basically, any free moment that I had that I didn't want to play Valorant, I played Minecraft.
Yeah.
And Minecraft slowly took over Valorant too, actually. Where it's like I'd rather play Minecraft than Valorant.
It's like
Wow.
every 6 months or 8 months or whatever. You get like an
Absorbed
urge,
into
an
a new
urge, yeah,
game.
or not even a new game, just Minecraft. In
Yeah,
some
I do.
in
Yeah,
some
really.
essence, you just want to go back and play it.
I
Or,
took
like,
a break when I first started playing Minecraft. It was like in 2010, And then I was obsessed with it because literally my entire free
same.
time was spent either playing Call of Duty. When I was tired of Call of Duty, I would play Minecraft. And when I was tired
On
of
the
playing
Xbox?
Minecraft, no, on a computer.
Oh wow.
I
You were
was
one of the
straight
original.
up PC
Yeah.
boy. That was the only game I played on PC at the time, just for preference.
I was in the same boat.
So I forgot where I was at. Oh yeah, when I was tired of playing Minecraft, I would go to a creative world and I would just start building around.
Yeah.
Because I'm like whatever. But then after maybe 2013, I just didn't play at all. I was like, Minecraft's for fucking kids. And then after 2017, maybe 2018, we started getting back into it. We started buying the realms and shit.
Yeah.
It was a lot more
I want to
fun
be
then.
a kid again.
Yeah, no, I was like, I like Minecraft again.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it was like there was a bit of a rejection for a little bit for sure.
It's just
Like-
being an edgy teenager.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
"Ugh, I want to fuck pussy,
Yeah.
skateboard.
I want to saw people in half and watch their fucking guts pour out.
Yeah, I remember that phase.
Yeah.
We all had to saw each other in half phase.
Did you guys ever
Gears
play?
of War, bro.
True. Gears of War.
Come on.
Dude, Gears of War was so good.
Yeah, and that was like when I was my edgiest.
I only played Gears of War 3, I believe.
I played.
I didn't have
failed.
Xbox, so
Oh yeah.
Gears of War was one of the very few game series that I completed with my dad in co-op mode because
That's
they
really
had
cool.
like split screen and shit. That and the Halo series, but those like two series were like my absolute favorite for a long time.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah, I played through like Gears 1 through 3 at like this one sleepover with my friend fucking from a long
Wait,
time
hold, you guys
ago.
like marathoned it?
Yeah.
Oh
like,
shit.
We marathoned all
crazy.
3 and we were just like when
need
we
to
saw
know what
Dom die,
happens.
it was so sad.
Oh
We were,
my
like,
God,
crying.
yeah.
both of you guys are crying, just sitting on the
Holy
couch.
No, that's
like,
that's where men cried
Dude, it-
bitch tears.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who you were. No,
It's-
not even men. That's where if you're a person, you cried at most like one tear, or at minimum one tear. Just
Thug
one out for
tears.
Dom.
Yeah.
One out for Dom.
You at least get watery eyes.
Especially with
You at
like
least-
knowing his full like story through 1 and 2,
Yeah.
and just like, man,
You
my
lost a
dude.
real one.
You lost a real one right there. It was bad.
I don't know if
Getting
I've
weak right
ever
now.
cried at a video game.
I
Really?
have.
I may have, but I don't remember what.
I
it
turn
would
into
be.
like a bitch like for most games that I play
I
nowadays.
turn into a bitch.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what games I've cried for, like other than Gears of War, but I've cried during Naruto multiple
Oh my
times.
God.
Or not cried, but
I've-
like my eyes watered.
Don't think I've cried at anime. Actually, yeah, that's a lie.
yeah, no,
That's a
fucking
lie.
Violet Evergarden.
Dude, Violet Evergarden was
He
so
was-
fun. I was
Oh.
crying bitch tears.
and
It was so good.
We were sleeping over at a friend's house, and he was up the entire night while
I
everyone else
marathons.
was fucking dead asleep. And he was watching the entire series, and he cried to himself. when
I
everyone
did.
else
It was
asleep in the
because
room.
everyone else was sleep. I remember you woke up as like, and I just had to like put on the most like straight face possible, and it's just like, yeah, no, I've just been watching this all night.
I don't even remember.
Your face is
that.
visibly wet. You're like, I was not crying.
No, I literally I had my I was just like super invested. I had my eyes like covered. It's like, yeah, no, I've just been watching. I'm just really tired.
I don't know. Oh, I think there's one. I think it's Grave for Fireflies. the
Oh,
movie.
that's good. That
was
one's
really
a good
sad.
one.
I think I cried at that one. I don't cry at a lot of media, but I find myself like
I find myself
choking up
Yeah.
way more often.
I find
choke
myself
up.
more emotionally invested in like TV shows and stuff now. It's
Yeah.
it's an interesting swap because I never used to enjoy them like that, but now that like I can actually kind of get invested in good character writing, where it's like it can't just be like some half-ass like
Yeah.
fucking show, but if it's like good, I can get really emotionally invested in like a form of media, even games, fucking movies,
This is
TV
gonna be a
series.
big eye roll. But have you seen Breaking Bad?
Breaking Bad
I
is so
actually
good.
didn't finish out the series because it's just like it was during the period where it's just like I wasn't
a
really
lull.
invested in.
There's a lull in the series.
I feel like there's only like one episode that was kind of a lull.
I took a long
Really?
break
I
from
thought-
movies and TV shows.
Season 2 drags on a little bit in the
Yeah.
beginning, but I think the better term to describe it is it's a slow start because
Yeah.
of everything that happens in season 1, and then it kind of, I mean, I think that it builds off of what season 2 makes it's basically how Naruto is, where it's like they establish everything and they have subplots and
The
stuff.
Breaking
but then
Bad Keke
everything
Genkai.
else.
They're
From
using
the village
Walter
hidden in
White
meth.
is Naruto and Jesse is Sasuke. Or
Oh.
no, wait, no, Jesse would be Naruto. And-
Oh shit!
and, Walt,
Yeah.
and Walt would be Sasuke. Oh my god.
Fucking Walt Jr. is Sakura. Literally completely useless and annoying.
Gus is pain, bro.
Dude, it actually would be. Oh my god.
Oh, wait, what's his name? Fucking
Who's the dude in the wheelchair?
Tuco. Wait, Tuco
Yeah,
would be
Tuco Salamanca.
Tuco would be the art guy.
I would say Tuco would be
Tu-
fuck, actually I don't know.
Tuco would be the Datara guy who makes the clay. He's like fucking insane.
No, because he was Tuco. Wasn't he? Fuck. Who?
Tuco was the guy.
Wasn't he like the minor antagonist in like the?
Yeah, in the very beginning.
Yeah.
And he had the
no, he would
short
just be
hair.
Tachi, I think.
He would be Itachi. They fucking killed him in the. Well, yeah, you probably saw that already.
Probably, yeah.
It doesn't
They
matter.
kill him at
You'd
the end
forget
of
it
season
anyways.
1. I'm pretty sure.
I thought he came back for some reason.
No,
I don't remember. I haven't seen Breaking
kill
Bad in
him.
like 5 years.
Yeah. Or wait, no, maybe they don't kill him at the end. They kill him at that house. Or no, Hank kills him, right?
This is
I
all just
don't
like
know.
this is
I
such a
haven't
jumble
seen
of
it in
muddled.
so long.
Yeah, this is.
Because I'm pretty sure what happens is because Walt, Jesse, and the wheelchair guy and Tuco are all in that house in the fucking desert, and then Hank pulls up, and then Jesse and Walt are like, or Walt's like, "Holy fuck, that's my brother-in-law! I gotta fucking get out of here," and because they're trying to poison Tuco or whatever, you know, but
Yeah.
they want to be like, they want to leave because Hank's there now, and then Hank, I'm pretty sure, kills him. Because the
probably
poison didn't work. Because the wheelchair guy warned him about the poison.
Yeah, probably.
Probably, yeah.
I
I think you would really like it though if you.
that I would like Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
I
It's-
have so many series that I still need to watch though. Like I just finished the first season of Kakegurui, which is the gambling anime, and it's like on the same level of like fucking what's the one vampire anime with Alucard?
Vampire Diaries.
I mean,
no.
Castlevania is
yeah.
one of the ones that I'm watching, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the anime. It's called
Twilight.
Hellsing. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot Hellsing. It's one of my favorite
Twilight.
series. But it's like on the same like art direction and kind of vibe as like Hellsing, fucking all those like more dark gritty animes, but it's all about gambling.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 1.
Thought you were gonna say
Dude.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 9.
That shit is actually crazy.
I
Because he's
am
like,
so
yeah, I'm
excited.
gonna finish Part 8, and everyone's like, what?
You-
It's been
you
10
are?
years. And he's like, guess what though?
Part 9.
Yeah, Part
next
9.
week.
I've traveled to Europe and gotten more inspiration.
Is that what he actually said?
I have no idea, but I feel like like that's how he writes JoJo.
Yeah, he probably was just
Maybe.
like, I'm gonna take a vacation, and he's like, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I spent 10 years on that. I think I'm
goes-
gonna work about 5 weeks on Part 9.
He goes to a pride parade in a different country, and he's like, "Oh, okay, I could write a new series."
This is gonna be all about gay people.
It is.
When has JoJo not been all about gay people?
Come on.
Yeah, true. But they're like subtly
And
gay.
if they
They- they are stylishly gay.
Yeah, if they're not explicitly gay, they take a lot of style from the gay community. That is.
Skylar is Sakura. Why would I say fucking Walt Jr. is
Wait,
Sakura?
you went back
I
all
just-
the way to Breaking Bad. That bothered
'Cause-
you that much?
No, because I was like,
Walt Jr. would be Rock Lee.
Yeah, he would be. That's a better. Well, like, yeah, his character development.
Hank
makes
is
more
Gara.
sense. Hank is no. He would. I feel like he would be like fucking. I don't know.
Someone who
I
ends
feel
up
like Hank would be
betraying them.
Sasuke then, because he like comes back at the end.
Hank is Sasuke.
No, everyone's fucking Sasuke.
he
and-
comes
and-
back a good guy. Yeah, we're good.
Whatever.
That's kind of true. Because they're good guys in the beginning, and then they end up being like hateful
Enemies.
towards each other.
What the fuck were we last talking about?
Um.
Don't ask.
Yeah. I forgot. Aren't you the one with the short-term memory?
Yeah,
cares?
Mr. Short-term memory. Who cares?
I'm done here. I'm leaving.
Podcast isn't even over yet.
Is it?
We
Fuck.
can do.
How long
one,
has it been?
It's been about. It's about. This is about 58.
Oh.
We can end it here if we want.
Well, fuck you guys.
Fuck you.
Fuck
We're quitting. This is the
You.
last one.
Bye.
bitch.